With us today we have Sabyasachi Goswami, CEO of Perfios, India's recently minted unicorn in the space. Thank you for your time today, sir.
Hi.
Sir, your journey so far looks promising. Tell us a little bit about how are you seeing the market. You're the recent unicorn, so all eyes on you right now. How do you see the market right now? How do you go forward with the growth now?
Sure. So the market is definitely very, very upbeat, positive. The macros for India at least shows everything on the positive side. From a global macro perspective, yes, there are a little bit of geopolitical scenarios that we face, that we see. But that doesn't deter us from growing and expanding globally. I think it's a phenomenal stage that the policymakers have set in India, and I think we have been able to take the nation forward and kind of change the perception of the country from a tech support country to a tech-enabled product tech country, that we can create more technology products in this country, and it is not just Silicon Valley which can create technology products. So I think that is changing, and we are doing phenomenal on that side. From an overall company perspective, I think we are of course, Unicorn puts a lot of responsibility, but that doesn't deter us, again, because we have been following a very sustainable growth. 16 years of perseverance, it is not an overnight success. So I think that says it all.
Sir, give us some idea about the roadmap going forward. What are you expecting in terms of newer product launches? What are the newer innovations that you are planning for? And with the advent of AI, how are you looking at these technological advancements?
Sure. So I think from a new product perspective, what I feel, the three areas that we are deeply focused. First is fraud and compliance. So we already have a product, but we are strengthening, we are exploring a lot more deeper work, spending a lot of investment and to strengthen the fraud product line. I think that's one big area. Second is governance and compliance. If you see the last 2 years, the regulatory framework has been changing very frequently. That means the financial institutions have to strengthen their process and to meet the requirement that the regulators put across. How do all of this gets automated so that they can do the requirement fulfilling in near real time? So we are working on that. The third is how do we strengthen our global footprint? So to do that, we are creating a lot of platform products which will enable on that side of the international expansion story. I think these are three core products that from a product story perspective. From a diversification perspective, by design, when we create products which are industry agnostic, which are geography agnostic, which are segment agnostic. So if you see, we have been only focused on financial services so far, but we have expanded now our horizon to the adjacent industries, which are like commerce, like healthcare, like payment gateways. So because our product was so agnostic. Likewise, if you see, we have slowly expanded to 18 countries. So on both the dimensions, from a geography and product and industry, all three we are trying to complete when we talk of expansion.
Could you give us more details on that? Which are the other geographies you're looking at, and which are the other sectors that you're looking to tap into, say in the next year?
So as of now, the industries that we are looking at is what I mentioned. HR, commerce, healthcare, and payment industry, likely. From a market perspective, we moved quite a bit on the US side, but I think the economic conditions were such where we held back a little. But given that the Fed has favorably again worked on the interest rate, we'll reconsider it again.
So we also hear that you're going for a listing. What can you share more about that? What kind of investor interest are you gauging?
I know that has been in the news for some time, but that's never a destination. It's a journey. I always say, we, as a company, our philosophy and what we strongly believe is to build a long-term sustainable product company, and which is profitable, which has its processes in place, strictly, highly governed by the laws of the land. I think we are strengthening and taking all measures in all of these areas. So once probably we are ready, there is no need, there is no urgency that we have to go to market. It is not because the market is hot, we should hit the market. It is when we feel that it is a right time for us to explore something beyond what it is. Is it inevitable? The answer is no. It is. I mean, we'll have to hit the market someday. But is it going to be within the timeline that we all expect? Maybe not.
Sir, is this decision also linked with the revenue growth that you're chasing? Is there any particular revenue path or the revenue growth path?
There is definitely a revenue and a profitability growth path, but it has nothing linked with market. As I said, we want to build a company which is sustainable, which is long-term sustainable. And that's what I said. Our story is 16 years perseverance. It is not overnight we have become a unicorn. I see everybody is in a rush to become a unicorn. I see everybody is in a rush to go IPO. No, we are not. I mean, as far as we are doing good with the company basic fundamentals, we will hold good on that. I mean, so IPO is a final, probably it has to happen when it has to happen. Our work is to make a strong, scalable, robust company which can handle scale, which can handle process, which can handle governance, which will create innovative products, which will be profitable.